everybody. Hope you're all well. And I have had some really good feedback to the chair yoga. So I thought that I would make another one for you all. And all you need is a chair and some comfortable clothes. And I suggest that you take your shoes off as well, so you can have your bare feet grounding down into the floor, the earth below the floor. And so it's advisable that you have a chair that doesn't have any armrests. But if you don't have one, or if you're just sort of sitting at your desk and you want to sort of push away and do this video, you know, having your phone on your desk and just watching it from there, and there's armrests, then you know, that's okay as well. There are a couple of moves, so that would be a little bit tricky if you did have the armrests there. So we'll see how we go as we move through. But to start with, let's just plant the feet nice and firmly into the floor and sit up nice and straight, and just bring your hands onto your thighs and close down your eyes. And just start to take a few breaths here. We want to really focus on the direction of the breath, which is a really nice way of putting it. And what do I mean by that? I mean, as we bring the breath in, there's often a tendency to draw it up, and people draw it in and lift the shoulders and bring it all up into the front of the chest and puff the chest out. And already when I do that, I'm tensed and tight, and we really want to draw the breath in to create openness, spaciousness, and expansion through the body. So let's focus on drawing the breath into the body, down and out, expanding four sides, front, back, and the sides of the body. So we actually focus more on a directional breath, feeling that breath come down into the torso and noticing a slight expansion through the front, but equally through the back and the sides, yeah? So let's, with eyes closed down, I always like to take some breaths to, to fully land in your space to practice yoga, whether it's chair yoga, whether you're on the mat. It's always a really nice idea to let yourself sink down into whatever space you are in, and take some time just to focus, to relax, and to soften. And one of the easiest ways to do this is with the breath. So I'd like you now to close down your eyes and just rest your hands on your thighs, and just take 3 or 4 breaths to feel into your body. Notice how it's feeling today. Allow a little scan through the body to check for any tight spots, any tense spots. And let yourself, as you feel those tight or tense spots, move around a little. I had really stiff shoulders and a sore neck, or not a sore neck, but a tight neck yesterday. And I found that a lot of the time during the day, I would just gently move my head from side to side and up and down, and take a little bit of time to check in. Now when I roll my shoulders up, back and down, I can feel that slight tension through the back of the shoulder blades. So sometimes it's nice here just to take a little check in and notice what parts of my body are feeling tense and tight, but equally what parts are already feeling spacious and soft and expanded, and acknowledge the good, acknowledge the softness along with the tension and tightness. And obviously our object as we come to practice yoga is to keep inviting softness into those tense and tight spaces, and using the breath is an awesome way. You can send the breath through all the crevices, through all the cracks, and start to feel those muscles loosen and tighten as we draw that breath in. And then as we draw the breath out, we're left with this soft feeling. We've enabled some openness and expansion. And it's a really nice way to, yes, we unconsciously breathe in and out every day. We need that breath to sustain our life, but to also know that it has so much more to offer us. When we can control our breath as well, we have this ability to slow our heart rate down too. So breath, the breath of life, the breath is life. So let's just focus a little on working with the breath as we move through this class, but equally taking that outside of a yoga practice and knowing that at any time you can drop into your breath and start to expand and soften. So what I'd like you to do now is to just give your shoulders a roll up, back and down, and do that 2 more times. We've got the lovely sounds of nature outside with us today, but also the trains. 1 more time. And then let's change the direction here. Draw the shoulders up, bring them forward and roll them down. And can we go again? Up, forward and down, and 1 more time. And then just take your time just to draw the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And then gently let your chin drop in towards your chest. Take a breath in here. On the breath out, roll your right ear to your right shoulder. And then inhale, bring your chin back towards your chest. And exhale, gently roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Let's do that again. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale to the right. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale to the left. 1 more time, we'll hold. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale to the right. Can we hold here? What we're going to do is just gently let our left arm come out to the side. And then with your next inhalation, draw the left shoulder towards the left ear. And as you exhale, allow that shoulder to gently drop away from the left ear so we feel this lovely stretch through the side neck muscle. Do that again. Inhale, gently lift. Exhale and lower. Wow, that feels so good. And then let that hand come back on to your thigh. And inhale, bring your chin towards your chest. And exhale over to the left here. And gently let your right arm come off that right thigh. And inhale, draw the right shoulder towards the right ear. And exhale, let it just softly float away. Go again. Inhale and lift. And exhale down. 1 more time, because it feels so good to stretch out those neck muscles. And exhale. And then let your right hand come back onto your thigh and let your chin come back to center with an inhale, and exhale, just let the crown of the head lift nice and tall. So what I'd like you to do here is just maybe come a little forward onto your chair so there's a little space between your lower back and the back of the chair, so we can round a little through the spine here, yeah? So if you can, just bring your hands again onto your thighs and take a breath in, send the gaze towards the ceiling, and as you breathe out, round through your spine so your chin is coming to your chest and you're drawing your navel back in towards your spine. Inhale and lift. Exhale to curl. So this is just a lovely way to introduce some slight movement through the spinal cord and through that backbone. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. Lovely. And then coming forward with that inhale. And exhale, just soften back into your chair. And with your next breath in, bring the arms towards the ceiling to meet in prayer. And exhale, guide the hands to your heart. Inhale, let your fingers touch here. Can we exhale, let the right hand come to the right side of the chair and the left arm comes over to the right. Now inhale, come back through center, let your fingers touch. And exhale, let your left hand come down onto the chair, right arm reaches. Let's go again. Inhale, fingers touch. Exhale, right hand comes down, left arm reaches. Now, let that right shoulder drop down away from the ear, but keep pressing that hand. So we don't want to soften like this. We want to keep pressing that right hand into the chair. But start to feel like you're pressing away from the chair somewhat, but that shoulder's down away from the ear. And then reach that left hand a little further over to the right. And then use your next inhale, bring the hands towards the ceiling to meet in prayer, and exhale, guide them all the way to your navel or solar plexus. Fingers interlaced here. We inhale, draw the hands towards the chin, lift the elbows nice and high, and then exhale, round through the spine. Once again, chin to chest, now navel to spine. Inhale, lift the arms nice and high. And as you exhale, let's bring those hands once again to the sides of the chair. And then inhale, let your fingers touch. And we'll exhale, the left hand comes down onto the chair, right arm reaches. Let's go back to the right, inhale. So what we're doing now is getting some nice side to side lateral movement through the spine. Exhale to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the left. Now let's hold on this side. Drop the shoulder away, but still feel like you've got a nice firm push up from that chair through that left arm or left hand. And just reach the right fingers a little further, a little further, a little further. And then inhale, bring the hands back towards the ceiling. Exhale, guide the hands towards the navel or solar plexus. Fingers interlace here. Inhale, draw the hands towards the chin. The elbows lift nice and high, and we exhale round through your spine, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale to lift the arm. Now this time, if you have enough movement behind you, as you exhale, bring the hands and interlace them behind the buttocks and draw the hands towards that chair. And if you swivel forward a little more, you might be able to lift the hands up and away from the buttocks. Yeah? See how you go. Draw the shoulders back a little here. We just want to open up a little more into the chest. And then take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bring those hands back to your heart. And then you can slide yourself back in your chair if you came forward a little here. In fact, I'm just going to move my chair back just a little. Let's bring some awareness to our feet. See if you can plant them firmly into the floor that you are on. And I just want you to give your toes a little bit of a wiggle. And then let's just lift onto the toes of the right. So bring your hands maybe to the side of the chair. Toes of the right foot. Release. Lift to the heel of the left foot. Come onto the toes. Release. And do that again. Inhale. Lift the heel. Exhale to lower. And again. Inhale. Left heel lifts. Exhale to lower. Do that again. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time each side. Inhale the right heel. Exhale to lower. Inhale the left. Exhale to lower. Nice. So now, let's just, as we take our next breath in, lift that right knee into the chest. Interlace the fingers just below the kneecap. Give it a nice gentle hug. And then start to straighten that leg just as far as is comfortable. Beautiful. Starting to rain out here. And then draw that leg back in. And when you're here, let's take some little rotations through the ankle joint. Sometimes we neglect our little feet, and they are what holds us on the earth every day. So it's nice if we can give them a little bit of loving flex and point that foot. Notice on the flex, you'll feel that stretch down the back of the leg, and on the point, the front of the leg. I just hung some washing out, and it's about to get wet. Oh well. Okay. So let's hold that foot in a flexed position, and then cross that right ankle over the left knee. Now, it'll feel really nice here if you let your right hand just gently press into the inside of that right side of the knee or into the inner thigh, and you might start to feel this little opening up through the top of the glute. It can feel really nice here. So just press away. Flex this foot. Take your hand, actually, your left hand to the sole of that left foot. Now I'm going to get you to take a breath in, and on your breath out, just start to let yourself fold forward. And stay here, but as you inhale, lift your chest just a little. And as you exhale, let your chest come a little further down. And can you do that 2 more times? So lift a little on your inhale, and then lower on the exhale. And again, inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Feels so good, right? And then lift away. Now this is optional, but you could actually lift that left foot off and take your right arm either around the outside of that knee, or perhaps you hook it under. And we just gently rock this leg across the body. This is just a little rock the baby move, and it's just a nice way to kind of feel into that hip. You might even allow some little circles here. Feel the glute open up a little, giving yourself just a chance to, or your hips a chance to breathe. Nice. And then let's release that and just draw that knee back into the chest. And then softly just place that foot back down onto the floor. Give the feet a little bit of a shake. And now we can take that left knee in, hug it in first, and give it a little rotation, perhaps a little flex and point. Just nice to kind of feel some energy through the feet. And then straighten that leg just as far as is comfortable for you. Flex through the foot. And you get a little bit of hip flexor activation when you do this. And then let's draw that knee back in, hug it in first, and then cross that left ankle over the right knee. Now your left hand is just going to gently apply a little bit of pressure. Feel into it. Notice how you start to open up a little through that left glute and hip. And then let your right hand just come to the bottom of the sole of that left foot. Take a nice deep breath in, and on the breath out, start to gently fold down. Wow, I can feel this in the top of that, or the bottom of that glute. Inhale and lift a little. Exhale. Come a little deeper if you can, and you can apply a little bit more pressure through that left hand into the inside of that inner left thigh, or to the inside of that knee, yeah? And just let yourself, you judge, you use the breath. And remember, we're using that directional breath, sending the breath into the body. And then gently, as you take your next breath in, just lift your chest or your torso back up, and we'll actually take that foot off the knee and hug it into the chest. And maybe you take that arm around the outside for this little rock the baby, or underneath the back of that knee, and just gently rock this leg across and back. Yeah, nice. Feels good, feels so good. And then release that and give that knee a little hug, and pop that foot back down onto the floor, and give the legs a little bit of a shake. So here's where, if you have a chair that has arms on it, it might present a little bit of a problem. Because what we're going to do is just kind of slide around to the side of the chair, and your left foot will come forward, and we're actually going to take our right foot back here and take a little bit of, so we need to come right to the front of the chair, a kind of supported warrior two. So the toes of the left foot are going to be facing forward, and the little pinky toe and the outer blade of the back foot are planted into the earth or the ground, yeah? And just inhale, bring your hands towards the ceiling, let the fingers touch, and then exhale, find arms that are parallel to the floor, soften the shoulders, and gaze down that middle finger. And just take a breath here. We want our chest to face the front, and yeah, eye gaze on that middle finger. So we're going to inhale, flip the front palm, and exhale, let that right hand find the back of the right thigh, and reverse this warrior two, this chair warrior two. And then we're going to inhale, come back through our warrior two, and exhale, let the left hand rest onto that left thigh, and bring the right arm over for our chair, Parsvakonasana. So let's inhale, back through warrior two. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Beautiful. Inhale, back through warrior two. Exhale, left forearm comes down onto that left thigh. Lovely. Inhale back through warrior two. Exhale to soften. Beautiful. Let's bring the hands down onto the thighs. And what I'd like you to do is just bring that left foot a little forward, bring that right foot a little forward, and let your toes come out to the side. So we get a chance here to open up into what's called sometimes goddess pose or horse pose. And we start to open up a little through those inner thighs. Now, bring your hands onto the knees and just let yourself find, you might have to shuffle around here to find a position and on the chair that feels good for your body. And that's okay, we're on chair yoga, so just move your body and make sure it's feeling quite comfortable and safe. And then take a breath in, and on the breath out, let your left shoulder dip forward. And we turn and look over the right shoulder. And then come forward or back through center with an inhale, and then turn and look over the right shoulder, or left shoulder, sorry, bring the right shoulder in. So let's go again, inhale, and exhale, left shoulder dips, we turn and look over the right. Inhale through center, exhale, right shoulder dips, and we turn and look over the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, roll the shoulders, and let's take that warrior flow now to the other side. So hopefully all we need to do is just slide that left leg out to the side, and here we are, voila, in warrior two. Inhale, lift the arms, fingers touch. Exhale into your warrior two. Now we want to soften the shoulders, gaze down the middle finger. Let your chest face me, yeah? Let's dance. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Let the left hand just slide down the back of that left thigh. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, the right forearm comes onto the right thigh, left arm reaches. Inhale, back through our warrior two. Let's exhale, reverse the warrior. We got this now. Inhale through our warrior two. Exhale. Parsvakonasana, wide leg chair Parsvakonasana. Yeah? Nice. Let's inhale, back through warrior two. Hold it here. Exhale, soften down. And then we'll bring our hands back on to our thighs, and we're going to find that nice wide leg pose. Once again, position yourself so you're fairly comfortable on your chair. And if you like, you could even lift off the chair, if you like. And bring your hands back onto your thighs. So take that breath in, and on the breath out, the left shoulder drops. We turn and look over the right shoulder. Come back through center with an inhale. Exhale, the right shoulder drops. We turn and look over the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, left shoulder drops. Inhale through center, exhale over the right or left. Inhale back through center. And on the exhale, so either sit down if you were standing. We're going to heel toe our feet back into the center and give them a little bit of a shake. Lovely. So position yourself back on your chair. And all we're going to do now is just give the shoulders a little bit of a roll. I feel like our shoulders might be a little tight, perhaps from sitting on the desk and being like hunched over if you're working at your desk. So let's just bring the arms out to the sides. We'll take the right arm across, and left arm can hook underneath. So hook it into the left arm and stretch through that shoulder. Bring the arms out to the side with an inhale, and exhale, go the other side. So you're bringing the left arm across and you're hooking that right arm under. Lovely. And then let's bring the arms out to the side. Inhale, let your fingers touch. We're going to take a little twist to the right now. So on the exhale, can you bring that right hand behind, and the left hand can come to the side of the thigh. You can even bring that hand behind the back of your chair here. Take a breath in to lift and lengthen. And on the breath out, we let the shoulder lead the way. So feel the shoulder, ribcage, chest turning towards the back of the room. Then let your head and neck follow. So we want to ground the feet into the floor and just feel this lovely twist through the torso as best we can on the chair. And then let's inhale, turn back through center. Fingers reach towards the ceiling, let them touch, and then exhale, we twist to the left. So I'm taking my hand behind my chair, but you could just take it to the side, or even you could just place it on the chair behind you. Draw the shoulder back, the rib cage and chest, and just let this right hand just press gently on the outside of that left thigh. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to turn. And then use your next inhale to turn back through center. Bring the hands towards the ceiling to meet in prayer, and exhale. Guide the hands to your heart space. Nice. So I'm just going to get you now to rest your hands on your thighs, and we're just going to take a few nice gentle forward folds and take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, allow your torso to come forward and let your hands just slide down towards your ankles. Let your head hang, let it be heavy. And then inhale, slowly allow yourself to roll back up. Let your fingers brush over your shins and knees and thighs. Exhale to soften. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale slowly. Just go as far as you're able. You don't have to come all the way down. It's totally up to you. Take a breath in. And slowly on the breath out, let yourself roll back out. Or roll back up, I should say. One more time. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Now on this one we're going to just hold just for a little bit, just a few breaths. Let the head hang, let the shoulders relax. Maybe shake your head here, yes, no, maybe. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly roll up as you breathe out. Give your shoulders a roll up, back and down. Bring the hands onto your thighs. Get nice and comfortable in your chair. Yeah, maybe you sit back and lean back into the chair and close down your eyes here and just sink back into your body. And feel again that opportunity to scan through your body. See how it's feeling now at the end of our little chair yoga practice. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw, relax your tongue on the bottom of your mouth. Relax your belly, relax your glutes. And just acknowledge the work that you have done through our chair yoga class. Take a little bit of time here to connect again with your breath. With eyes closed down, I'd like you just to take 3 nice deep breaths for me and follow my voice here. As you inhale, draw the breath in through the nostrils, down the back of the throat, through the lungs, and take it down into the belly and feel that beautiful expansion. Rising up from the belly through the middle of the torso to the chest. Let the collarbones lift a little here, the rib cage expand to the edges of your skin, and then slowly on the exhale, breath leaves the top of the lungs, the bottom of the lungs, the diaphragm muscle shifts up, and as the breath leaves the belly, that navel draws softly in towards your spine. And again, inhaling, following that breath down the back of the throat, through the lungs, letting it land as close to the belly as possible, expanding front, back, and sides, making its way up into the very top of your torso. And exhaling, slowly leaving top of the lungs, bottom of the lungs. Lastly, the belly. One more breath without my voice. then when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me for our chair yoga, and enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed the class, and namaste.